right? So how to open? As we discussed, just I'm opening, creating one folder, and just remove this folder. On desktop, I'm creating a folder. Suppose here, the folder name I'm taking JavaScript. Right click on this, right click, okay, and then after right click, open with code option will come. If it is not available, more options is available. If you click on that, open with the code, it will show like this. Then we need to create the new one. We need to create the new one, that is, and here just give test.js. Everyone please create the file one by one, I'll explain. Just creating that, define. We are creating one function. We already discussed the different types of functions we will discuss. The different types of functions. First one, a simple function. We already discussed that. Function is a block of instructions. Function clear. Inside, how to display the code. Console.log. Any message. That's all. So how many lines? Any number of lines you can write. Console hello. Console hello. Clear all. Everything we are executing. That is. And when you clear this, see, once you run this code, sir, how to run this code? How to run this code? Terminal. Go to terminal and new terminal. New terminal. Here automatically it will show that. See, users admin desktop JavaScript. Just with a node. Run test.js. But nothing will come. Why the reason? Because every function you must call. Clear. Like this. Clear. Now you can run. Output will come. Once you define the function, you can call any number of times. See, again clear. Again clear. See how many times we call? 3 times it will run. Okay. Do the simple thing quickly. Let me explain the doubt. What are the topics we covered in the course? All topics of reactjs we covered. Okay. And which is the project needs what? Is just the project I'm going to cover like a foodie. I mean Swiggy app like that. One web-based application we are going to cover. All reactjs concepts are going to complete one application via. As it is a front-end framework, UI part, everything will be covered. Okay. The TypeScript will come in the middle. Whenever it is required in the React, TypeScript will come. If important, Bootstrap will come. JSON will come. jQuery will come. What all the things required to develop the application, everything will come in the middle. How much is required? That much will come. Okay, na? The next one, how many functions we can define means what? No limitation. See, I'm just defining one function like ABC. ABC. I'm defining the function. It's like XYZ. Is XYZ. I'm defining the function LMN. Is like LMN, like this. So any number of functions you can define. Any number of functions we can define. That is. Okay. And here, whenever we are executing, anything you can execute. XYZ, LMN, any order, your wish. again ABC, and you can run. And you can run that. Okay. Type the three simple functions and invoke them, please. Can I go for the next type of function? See here, the function is not taking any input. Let me give some input to the function. Function add is taking two numbers from you and will store into two variables called a comma b. And then just printing, adding and storing them, printing. When you call add, please pass two values. Then the value, first value will go and store into the first one. Second value will go and store into the second one. Then it will execute. Okay, just run it. Look at this output. Try the same thing. Do this. If you write and check the output, so then only you will get the things. I can continuously explain that. Suppose if you get some errors, then I can clear that errors. Yes, Harish, that I'm going to tell. Normally, in other programs like C, Java or everywhere, when you write a method or function, we define like this. And inside also, we are taking like this. Right? But here, no need to give that. Here, actually, no need to give. Where A, where B. They remove this completely. And here it is inside this. To store the value C, no problem, we can give the value. No problem, we can give the value. Same output will come. But if you remove this also, it will work out. Yeah, that I want to tell the next thing. Anyway, you asked. Just do multiple things. Multiple things. Means like one more function I'm adding. Subtract A comma B. So directly you can print inside. A plus B. Sub console.log A minus B. Multiply A comma B. Console.log A is multiplied with B. We call add, subtract, multiply, all the three we call. Now here the function is taking input. Now the function is returning output also. I don't want to print here. I just want to return A plus B. Here it is written A minus B. And here it is written A is multiplied with B. Then how to do this? How to do this? I'm just printing here. What is coming from here? I'm just printing here. Like this, write the next two also. Return value we collect here. Do this. Remaining two also please do. With the console.log, right? And this is the third type. The function is taking and returning. Like only in named functions, these are the classifications. Remember. Nice. So these are called the named functions. Three types of functions I'll explain now. All the three you please try, become very easy. Suppose this one is a named function. We just call like this. Simple one. And we do sub also. Sub. Return A minus B. And we call. This is called a named function. This is called named function. both will execute and will give the output. Let me copy this here, and this is called named function. You just try. The next one is the two more things. One is anonymous function, and the next one I'm doing here, it is a arrow function. Of course, these are easy. Let me explain this. Now here, the anonymous function means a function without name. A function without name means remove this add and remove this sub. Remove this sub. Then how we call this function? We assign into one variable, let or const anything. Just let or const also you can give, no problem. Sub. This is what anonymous function. Actually, this is function without any name. Without any name. But the value will store here. Calling will not change. The output is the same. 8 and 2. And this is called anonymous function. So why they introduced means what? Later more simplified how these things become. They removed this function. They removed this open brace and close brace. They removed this return. They removed this one. It's called arrow. It's called arrow. Remove this. Remove this. Just giving that arrow in a single line, we write the function. Like this, they define. These are called arrow functions. Single line means okay. Multiple lines means we just write open brace and close brace. See, they simplified the functions from one place to another place. This is a normal function, very old approach. From this, they introduced that anonymous function. This is function without name. We assign that address to a name. We call this one. Later, you can change any name. The next one is what? More simplified. They removed this. They removed this. They removed this. Removed this. Simply, the function become like this is called arrow function. Calling will not change. Is the same. Okay. Only the way of defining the function will change. Hope you understood, guys. Any queries?